What's going on? What's going on, good people? It's about 33 minutes after 12, coming at you with that healthy tip of the day. And the podcast kind of coincide on one. Ah, just because it's hard, don't mean it's impossible. Just because it's hard, don't mean that it's impossible. I was having a conversation with somebody um, last night at the end of my bartending shift on my part-time job that I just started last weekend, on just only on the weekend, Saturday and Sundays. You know, yeah. So I work a double on Saturdays and I work a double on Sundays, and it was good. It was good. But before I lead into that, I want to plug the weight loss challenge that we got going on. 3390 Corey Road, suite number 7, but we're going to be doing it in the parking lot. The weight loss challenge kicks off the first Saturday in May. That's when the weight loss challenge kicks off. Kicks off the first Saturday in May, and it's $200 up front. And then once you send that either via Venmo or via Cash App, then I'm going to call you and do a phone consultation, let you know when you need to come in to do your body fat and your measurements and your weigh-in, because we want to get that done. We don't want to be doing that day of. So if you are interested in the weight loss challenge, it's a 60-day weight loss challenge. It kicks off the first Saturday in May, and for 60 days. So the person who loses the most body fat, the person that loses the most weight, the person that loses the most inches wins 6 months of free unlimited training. That means you can come as many times you want in that week. You want to do two a day? Hey, knock yourself out, man. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. You have unlimited training. What's also involved in this is nutritional guidance plans. We're waiving that $350 fee. You don't have to pay for that. You're just paying a flat fee of $200 to enter the 60-day weight loss challenge. And we're going to do it every Saturday at 9 a.m. sharp. Not 9:10, not 9:05, 9 o'clock. You show up late, you're just going to have to get in and catch up and fit in and get in where you can fit in pretty much. But we will be starting at 9 a.m. sharp. And that's what it's going to be. So don't sleep on this. This is something good, man. If you like camaraderie, if you like groups, we're going to be having different stations, and it's going to be challenging. And then we're going to be outside in the elements, which is going to challenge your body more, and which further allows me to segue into today's topic. And you can call or text me 904-403-6991. Okay. It's $200, man. Don't be cheap. Don't put a price tag. $200 is nothing. So don't put a price tag on your health, man, because you're gonna get a lot more than what you're actually paying for. So if you are struggling with your weight and you want to get a jump start to get that stuff off, contact me for the 60-day weight loss challenge. We right now we're in pre-sale for it. So if you are serious, just contact me, man, so we can actually get you enrolled and get you ready to go. So you'll be already set come the first Saturday in May. So just because something looks hard doesn't mean it's impossible. And me and my boss last night, we had a long conversation, well, not really long, but maybe about 20 minutes, and just the mindsets of individuals, So the thing about it is, man, is that I don't know why everybody wants easy. And I've preached that whatever comes easy won't last, and what lasts won't come easy. But no one wants to do that. We live in an era, in a world where people just want everything given to them. I mean, they got their nose up in the air. I mean, they're self-entitled. I mean, they think they walk around. People think they walk around and act like they're God or something. Here's the thing, man. Nothing's gonna be given to you, and if anything's given to you, you really ain't gonna know how to appreciate it anyway. And a lot of people on their fitness journey, or you know what? Here we go. Fitness journey and life journey. A lot of people on their fitness journey and their life journey, they want everything given to them. Everything given to them. Have you ever given a child just gave and gave? How are their attitudes when a person's just getting something? They expect it. then they don't appreciate it. You see what I'm saying? But if you make them actually earn what they're asking for, put a little example of work ethic behind hard work, and then what comes after hard work is the reward. If you just give a person, if you just give a child this and give a child that, they're going to think that's how the real world works. The real world doesn't work that way. I don't care if you got money, you don't have money. The real world don't work that way. And what you're doing, a lot of parents set their kids up for failure. And that's why when they get out in the real world, from them just giving, the world swallows their asses up. They can't cope in the real world. See, the real world don't care nothing about your kids. I don't care if you're a millionaire, billionaire. I don't care where you live at. I don't care how much money you got. If you think the world cares about your kid because your dad ass got money, you a fool, because it doesn't. The world don't care about you and your money, and the world don't care about your kids either. So you are the person you the one has to pass the baton and correct leadership and teaching your kid work ethic. But all you do is just give. Where's the work ethic? Where's the work ethic being taught? None. There's no work ethic. So they have the attitude of just everything just being given to them. And there's no work ethic being taught. A lot of y'all don't even have good work ethic when it comes to your bodies. You don't have good work ethic when it comes to your jive-ass relationships. You don't have good work ethic when it comes to raising your kids the right way. You don't have no good work ethic in no area of your life. And that's why things keep happening. Just because things are hard, man, things are going to be hard in life. But just because things are hard don't mean that they're impossible. Just because things are hard don't mean they can't be achieved. Just because you are 300 or 400 pounds, yeah, on the outside looking in, it may be a hard feat to get up under 100 and something pounds. Yeah. But just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You know, the first person who told me that was my mother. She was the first person that told me. She said, when you see big challenges, what you gonna do? You gonna fall back like a punk? You gonna fall back and you gonna fall back in fear? You gonna fall back because you're scared? No, you have to stand up to every challenge that comes in your life. Every challenge. I don't care if your past challenges. I don't care if it's a work challenge. I don't care if it's a elementary, junior high, high school, college challenge. I don't care if it's a challenge in your relationship or your marriage. I don't care if it's a challenge with your kids. You got to stand up. Just because it's difficult or it's hard don't mean it's impossible. There is nothing in this life that's impossible. You make things impossible in your life based off the way you think. You know why there's so many reasons why people fail on their fitness journey. Because they don't like the challenges of it. They don't like the challenges of eating right. They don't like the challenges of drinking their water. They don't like the challenges of being held accountable. They don't like the challenges of being held responsible. They don't like the challenges of being consistent. But then they want all the results. And then the irony, we see the baffling thing is that people complain. They love to complain about the work that they're not putting in. And I've said this before. There are 168 hours in a week. What do you think miraculously is supposed to happen that you're just putting 2 hours of work a week out of 168 hours? So your body's supposed to change off those measly, weak-ass 2 hours? It's not. Your change is going to be like molasses pouring down a tree. Have you ever seen molasses and how slow it pours from a tree? You ever been to the zoo and saw a sloth and how it moves? That's how your results are going to be. You're doing 2 hours. Now listen to this now. You're doing 2 hours out of 168 hours, and you think you're supposed to be getting miraculous results. People, I've been working out for a long time. I've been exercising since I was 11 years old, man. From playing sports, activities, doing this, doing that. 2 hours out of 160 hours, I will look you in your face without blinking and tell you, you're an idiot if you think you're going to get some results 2 hours out of 168 hours a week. You're going to get some. but that it's going to be over a long process of time. A lot of people go into fitness with a Disney World fantasy, Cinderella, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs fantasy. They go into fitness with a fantasy type of mindset. So their expectations aren't realistic. They think they're going to get a body like a person who's put 20 years into their body. They think they're going to get that in 6 months. You can get in really good shape in 6 months. You can get in really good shape in a year. But to get a body that almost defies age, that takes years of training. And it goes on and on and on. It takes years of training to get your body to defy age. And here's the kicker. You have to do it like a lifestyle, like you brush your teeth in the morning every day. You're going to have to be working out 4 to 5 days a week, at least, for your body to defy age. Now, that's the truth. That's the truth. The body responds off the more you do, the more you get. Can you do 3 days and get some results? Yes, but the results comes over a process of time. I've seen so many people over 25 years start a fitness journey and quit and not even accomplish the goal. You know why? Because they haven't learned how to manage their expectations. A lot of y'all don't manage your expectations when it comes to fitness. You don't know how to manage your expectation when it comes to your marriage. You don't know how to manage your expectation when it comes to your children. You don't know how to manage your expectation when it comes to your relationships with your boyfriend and girlfriend. You don't know how to manage your expectations on the job. You don't know how to manage your expectation when it comes to school. The one thing I realized, man, when being in college, mama ain't waking you up in the morning. Mama ain't coming in. All right, Sean, it's time to get up. Let's go. No, when you get to college, when you get to a university, you have a huge wake-up call that freshman year. And here's the thing about the professors. They don't care. Professors don't care whether you show up in school, whether you come or no. You know why? Because they still gonna get paid. Whether you are in attendance in that classroom doesn't affect that professor's pay at all. Doesn't affect whether that professor makes more money. Doesn't affect whether that professor gets their tenure. It doesn't affect whether you show up for that class at that major university or don't show up for that class in that major university. That professor don't give two shits. He really don't. He's got a class of 200, 300 people. Well, you like a number. Do you think his pay is going to be affected because your dead ass didn't show up for class? And see, when you go off to college and you're in freshman year, it's all about accountability and responsibility. See, mama and daddy can't help you. Yeah, that means you're gonna have to be accountable, responsible to set that alarm. You're gonna have to be accountable and responsible to show up. You're gonna have to be accountable and responsible to develop good study habits. You're gonna have to be accountable and responsible to pass those tests. You're going to be accountable and responsible to follow that syllabus to the T. You're going to have to be accountable and responsible to take good notes in class. You're going to have to be accountable and responsible to be consistent that 4 years in order if you want that degree. Because if you are not consistent when it comes to college, you either barely going to get that degree or you're going to flunk out and not get nothing. Or you're going to be in there like Van Wilder in school for like 20 years trying to get that damn degree. If you haven't seen Van Wilder, Ryan Reynolds starred in the movie. Very, very, very funny movie. But his dud ass was in college he was in college for so long because he wanted to do what he wanted to do. A lot of y'all gonna be Van Wilders in your life. You're never gonna get your body in shape because you want to do what you want to do. You're never going to lose the weight because you want to do what you want to do. You ain't never going to get that great relationship because you want to do what you want to do. You're never going to get the dude You're never going to get the girl because you want to do what you want to do. You're never going to get that promotion because you want to do what you want to do. Haven't you seen, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, have you realized haven't you seen, based off how your body look, doing what you want to do has gotten you? You way behind the 8 ball, sis. Bro, you way behind the 8 ball. See, what you're doing is not working. Let's just face the facts. What you're doing is not working. It never was working. And see, Father Time is undefeated. See, what you got away with when you were in your 20s, you ain't gonna be able to get away with when you're in your late 30s. What you got away with when you was in your 20s, you ain't gonna be able to get away with when you're in your 40s, baby. What you got away with when you're 20s, you sure as hell ain't gonna be able to get away with at your 50s. And by the time you get to them late 40s and 50s, you look the way you look. But that's because of you. When people are complaining about their body, oh, Sean is this, I just look at them. Like, what you want me to do? You have to learn to apply yourself and keep applying yourself every day. You ain't got to work out 7 days a week. You have to develop a good blueprint plan, and you have to consistently stick to it. And like I said in a previous segment, there should be no negotiation with you working out from week to week, month to month, year to year. There should be no negotiations with you eating clean from week to week, month to month, year to year. There should be no negotiations with you consuming water without diluting it with the BS from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. And a lot of y'all negotiate with yourselves. And that's why some of you are walking around with 3 stomachs, 4 chins, looking like a chickmunk, looking big-faced like a chickmunk, look like you got food constantly in your jaws. That's why you look older than what you are. And that's sad. When you're taking care of yourself, man, age is just a number when you take care of yourself. But when you do not take care of yourself, you feel every day, every second, every minute of that age. Exercise can damn near alleviate your arthritis. Exercise can help you with that lupus. Yeah, man. Exercise can get you off that insulin when it comes to that diabetes. Exercise can make your heart strong. For all you Shrek dudes out there who just lift, it's not working on your cardiovascular output. What about your lungs, brother? What about your lungs? What about your cardiovascular output? What about your stamina? What about your endurance? It's good to do some cardiovascular exercises. You can even transform your whole entire workout into aerobic type of workout to where you don't rest as much. It's called the less you rest, the more you burn. It's the less you rest, the more you burn method. I do it in every workout. I hardly rest, but I started that like 20 years ago. Speeding up, just keep it moving. Don't hardly rest. Don't talk. 20-something years ago, I started wearing a hat. I didn't used to wear a hat. I used to wear a hat because I wanted to be focused. If I take my glasses off, everything looks blurry. Even I see myself, but I'm blurred. But I put my glasses on, now I can see. So if I have my glasses off and I have a hat pulled off my head, I can see somebody waving. Like I saw a cat today and I waved at her. But I couldn't see the details of her. You see what I'm saying? So I decided what's going to make me even more focused. And this is just me dealing with me. So 20-some years ago, I said, let me put a hat on my head and let me put it all the way down so I can be focused on what I am. So I don't want to be looking at nothing, staring at nothing, making eye contact with nobody. And then once my vision started going bad, when I was like 40, 45 years old, and I had to start getting glasses. And I remember calling my brother. I said, "Man, I picked at you all them years with glasses, man." He said, now you want to wear glasses 4 eyes. I keep the hat down now. I can't, I'm just focused. And you got to be focused on, if you got a goal or goals, you have to be focused on those goals. That's the only way you can achieve them. A lot of y'all have no focus in your life. You're easily distracted. A lot of y'all got ADHD in life. You don't have it, but you have ADHD in life because you can't keep focused. You can't stay on one thing. That's why you're not losing weight, that's why you're not losing weight, because you can't focus. You can't stay on one thing. That's why you can't eat right, because you can't focus. You can't stay on one thing. That's why you don't do your cardio on your off days, because you can't focus. You can't do. See, there's no excuse that I'm going to buy when it comes to people being out of shape, because you choose to be out of shape every day. You choose. There's so many resources at your disposal, but you don't choose to utilize them whatsoever. You just can't go to work out and just push weight and not work on your cardiovascular output. That's dumb. So what you need to do, less rest, more movement. See, if you rest less, your whole workout is like an aerobic type thing. You're constantly moving. And if you're constantly moving with less rest, that means you're working on your cardiovascular output and you're working on building lean muscle tissue at the same time. That's going to constantly keep your body defying age, because you constantly working on your cardiovascular output, because you keep moving. You keep moving. I've invited many people to come work out with me, man, but they say, "Sean, man, I can't keep up, man. You just, dude, you like the Sonic in here. You just keep moving." That's how I keep the belly off. That's how I keep the double chins off, the big face off. You see what I'm saying? But you're not going to keep that off because you have not developed a plan for yourself. So that's why when you're inconsistent in every area of your life, because you are afraid of challenges. That's why some people choose to be with women who's not going to challenge them to be better. That's why some women choose to be with men that's not going to challenge them. He's not going to challenge her big mouth. He's not going to challenge how she's done things with every dude the same way. He's going to allow her to walk all over him. Because he's mealy mouth. He's spineless. He's gutless. He don't know his position. He don't even know his purpose as a whole man. In other words, he probably don't even deserve a penis. Because dude, if you let a woman just walk over you and do, I can't blame her. You let her do it, she gonna do it. But if you don't stand up and be like, "Listen, I get that you've been through some shit. I done been through some shit too. But all that stuff you did with them other dudes, that shit ain't gonna work over here on Shawn Avenue. I'm sorry. You do have a choice. On my mother and on my dead son, I tell women that every relationship I've had, you do have a choice. You do not have to be with me. You do have options. Please explore them. I'm not even going to be offended. I'm not going to be swayed left or right. You do what you got to do for you. But over here on Shawn Avenue, that bullshit shit that you did in the past with the other dudes, that's not going to work over here. Because we're going to have a whole problem. You're going to lose. Because I'm not going to deal with that. Joy doesn't deal with that. Bobby dealt with that. Mark dealt with that. Robert dealt with that. Shawn ain't dealing with that. Over here, we ain't going to be judging each other left and right. Over here, we going to talk. We going to communicate. Over here, we going to forgive over here. Over here, we ain't holding no grudges. See, I can't work with you long term if you an unforgiving person. How the hell how we going to work that out? How we going to be 20, 25, 30? No. You holding grudges on me or something, shit I did 10 years ago that I damn near forgot about. You bitter at me over something that we not gonna do that. Fellas, let me tell you something. I learned this by studying that word, listen to that my mother going to church. Men, we may not we didn't listen. When my mom first told me this, I didn't like that at all. She said, "You set the tone. You set the tone how that thing gonna go. You can set the tones like, listen, we ain't gonna be doing all that stuff, being all that unforgiving, all that grudges, all that stuff, all that, over talking each other, and you know what I'm saying, you act like you the dude. If you don't set the tone, she gonna do what she wanna do. And if she can't be led, bro, it ain't gonna work anyway. I know, man. Social media, women are blah, 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 blah. Man, she killed it. Cut the noise. All y'all relationship fucking experts out here. The same ones got fucked up relationships. Now they're a relationship expert now. I ain't no relationship expert. I done fucked up so much. All I'm saying is this. One thing I do know on my mama, over here, all that nonsense that you done with the mother joke, oh, that ain't working over here, man. You can go tell your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin. I really don't care. Listen, do what you got to do. But we gonna be over here. It's gonna be reciprocation. I don't care what Steve Harvey. I don't care what nobody says out there. We gonna be doing reciprocation over here. I don't care what you done heard. If this shit can't be reciprocal, we can't work. And it's never going to happen. And it will never work. If you mess up and I'm constantly judging you, bringing up, throwing that stuff in your face, constant, how's that going to work? Bro, she messed up. I get it. But if you constantly throwing up what she did wrong in her face, how can y'all move forward? Sis, the brother messed up. I get it. He messed up more than once. I get it. I know he don't walk on water. Sis, I know it. I know he don't walk on water. Sis, I know he can't divide seas. Sis, I know he can't, feed a multitude with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, whatever you want to call it. Sis, I know that. I know he can't turn water into wine. Sis, he ain't Jesus. That ain't you need, if that's what you're looking for, you need to go find that man, talk to him, he'll be all that you need. But that brother he's only human. He ain't God. He ain't Jesus. It's nothing gonna work when you can't manage your expectations with that dude. And brother, it's nothing gonna work if you can't manage your expectations with her. But there's got to be some tone setting though. You can't call yourself no whole dude and you don't set the tone. You got to set the tone, man. You set the tone, she gonna follow. Dude, you in a bad mood, it's gonna affect her. It just does. I've done it. And then there's tension, there's mood. All because you the dude that's in the bad mood, it affects the whole thing. You set the tone. You the head, not the tail, so you set the tone. You set the pace. You set it. So if you don't work yourself out of that bad mood, man, it's just gonna be somber, man. It's gonna be tension. But you set the tone. You set the tone. I can't bring my past shit. You can't bring your past shit in these relationships. Man, that don't work. That don't work. You treating her like she done something wrong to you, and she just got there. She trying to learn you so she can love you better. So she can be there, so she can know how to be there for you, what you need. He's trying to do the same thing, sis. A lot of y'all walking around with this trauma from your past as your identity, and you wondering why you can't get nothing that lasts longer than 2 months. Ironically, you are your own damn problem. His job ain't to fucking fix you. Your job ain't to fix him. You 2 imperfect people coming in an imperfect situation and trying to figure out how it's going to be perfect for you guys. That's just it. There's going to be hills, valleys, plateaus, ebbs and flows, ups, downs. everything ain't gonna be sunshine and rainbows and ain't gonna be heaven on earth every freaking day. You gonna butt heads, man. He got a penis, you got a vagina. You gonna butt heads. You don't even think the same. How that's gonna work? You're different. You're made to be different on purpose. Says he can't, dudes, why y'all think dudes can read y'all mind? Where y'all get that from? It's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of. If you don't talk to that dude, he ain't gonna be able to read your freaking mind. We ain't built that way. I mean, come on, man. What am I, the Jamaican Madame Ruby? Call me now. Lord of mercy. I mean, what am I? I don't read palms. I don't read futures. If you can't tell me what's wrong with you, how am I supposed to know? Somebody riddle me fucking that. I mean, how am I supposed to know? Y'all think us men ain't mind readers. Listen, dummies, understand men aren't mind readers. That means you must communicate and talk, have a conversation, so we will know. We may be thinking one thing and we do that thing, then you mad because we couldn't read your freaking mind. We are not mind readers. Fellas, women ain't mind readers. So if we can't communicate and talk, how will the other person know what you're dealing with? Just because things look hard and challenging doesn't mean they're impossible to accomplish. Any relationship can be worked out, any marriage can be worked out, any past problems can be worked out. My mother and grandmother used to constantly tell me something. There is nothing that can be worked out between a man and woman. At the end of the day, they both choose not to work it out. So if you choose not to work it out, if you choose to punk out, if you choose to bitch up, don't complain and whine because you a quitter and you a loser. You give up on everything. And if it's not easy, you don't want to do it. Don't give up. Don't quit crying and whine. Oh man, I've been married 4 or 5 times. Well, if your ass was stay and try to work things out and work on some shit, maybe you'll have something that lasts. But until that mystical, magical, majestical moment happened in your life, ain't nothing gonna last for you because your MO is you a hit and run. You run. You run at any sight of a problem. You want if that thing going your way, I gotta go. Like the country folks say, man, the first time I heard a redneck dude say this one time, I said, God, that just sounds awful. Yeah, a lot of y'all women are just gonna be rolled hard and thrown up wet. I said, ooh, that just sounds disgusting. He said it is. Rolled hard and thrown up wet. That just means that you just been dicked down and dicked through. Your junk so raggedy and worn the hell out because you done ran through so many fellas and relationships and marriages. You just look now, that junk just look now like rolled hard and thrown up wet now. Just look like raw chicken just all beat the fuck up. Now you want somebody to be there for you. After you'd have been rolled hard and thrown up wet, just ran the fuck through. No, y'all don't like that, do you? That's too raw for you. That's too real for you. That's too honest and transparent. Are you feeling hurt now? Are you having a sensitive moment right now? I get it because it's truth. And y'all don't like that. You're not even attracted to it because you like men that just blow smoke up your asses, tell you how good that you're not, lie to you, send weak smoke screens to, But guess what, ladies? He's saying the same shit to this chick, that chick, this chick, that chick, this chick, that chick. You think these dudes, because they in your DMs and they all in your inbox that you're somebody special? Most of these dudes will fuck a chicken or a goat or a dog or a cat. Anything that's moving. So you're nobody's special. I wouldn't even get hyped up about dudes in my DMs if I was a female. You falling for that. You real dumb. You just went from dumb to big dummy. Poor ladies. You gotta be smarter than that. Fellas, same thing. If she in your DMs, she telling the same dude, this dude, that 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 dude. You ain't nothing special, bro. She trying to be on the come up, man. She looking for a sponsor, homie. Come on, bro. They be in your DMs asking you for money day one. Be like, girl, who the fuck? What the hell? Hey, can you know, and you ever see them dummies that be like, hey, don't contact me, and, you know, if you ain't trying to buy me nothing. I'm like, well, god dang, why don't you just you ain't nothing but a hope on the internet. Just go ahead get on the avenue or the street corner on the road or Phillips Highway. Just go on out there with them, you know, with the crackheads and the meth heads and walk around and, you know, just go on out there in the elements and just walk the streets. You'll be a streetwalker. But prostitutes they didn't finesse it. They on the internet, you know, prostituting their asses out. Hey, man. The truth is the truth, man. And here's the thing. The truth don't care nothing about your feelings. The truth is going to truth. The truth is always going to be the truth. The truth don't have no feelings about your feelings. That's the truth. The truth is just straight up. It's no chaser. It's not diluted. It ain't watered down. The truth is strong. Like taking a shot of 151. It's just like that. The truth is strong. When you drink it, it just burns your whole insides up. That's the truth. The truth ain't sexy. Them lies be sexy as hell. Man, boy, y'all women think, boy, these guys got y'all thinking you more than what you. Poor ladies, you got to do better than that, man. Y'all got to get it together because you're not special. Gwen been telling me that since Gwen been telling me I wasn't special since I was 12 years old. But her telling me that coming from my mother hits home is she said it's a way to me to keep you humble. When my body started changing, I started getting a little muscle here, started getting a little muscle there, started gaining a little bit weight here. Body stuff, you know, things start filling out. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out. My mom still like, yeah, son, you look good, but you ain't nobody special. She always kept me grounded. And that's why I don't get up into the hype of what people say. I'm like, yeah, thank you for the compliment. And it's just choop, choop, and goes out. I don't get all into that, man. I used to get hype up to that into my 20s. Now you hear it so much. You be like, oh, you're so fine. Oh, your body, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right, okay. I don't buy into none of that shit, man. And you got to stop buying into that stuff, man, because now you start feeling yourself thinking that you're more than what you're not. And then you come across somebody real, they just tear your ass down from the top to bottom in realness and tell you what you need to be working on and stuff like that. And then you don't like that. I do it to my friends. I'm like, yeah, homie, I see you, man. You look good, man. But nigga, you need to work on them doggone chicken legs. I mean, hey, what? You ain't special, bro. I ain't special. She ain't special. I ain't special. So why you walk around acting like you more than what you are? And see, when you come across a woman, a man of truth, they will have you question everything in your life because you be like, golly, everybody been lying to you. Y'all don't like truth out here. You don't like truth when it comes to your body. You don't like truth when it comes to eating right. You don't like truth when it comes to these job-ass public relationships. You don't like truth when it comes to these lifeless, dead, life support marriages you're in. You don't like truth about nothing. But boy, y'all will succumb and just buy and just bask in the ambiance of lies all day long. As long as people is lying to you, you love them, you like them. I want to be around them. But the minute somebody tell your ass the truth about yourself, about what's going on in society, here's the thing. I've had people, and I'm just laughing. They dead serious. I'm telling them the truth. They mad because I'm telling them the truth. And they get a whole attitude. I'm steady laughing. I'm going to keep laughing in your face. You're going to be mad by the time I finish laughing at you. I don't care how much I can love you to death. You ain't getting nothing but truth. You could be family, love you to death, but you ain't getting nothing but truth. You could be my woman or my wife. You ain't getting nothing but truth. You can be my brother, nothing but truth. My sister, nothing but truth. My cousin, nothing but truth. My aunt, nothing but truth. It could be your family members. It could be your mama. It could be your brother. I love them to death and I'm cool with them. But if they ask me something, they ain't getting nothing but truth. I'm not diluting truth to appease your agenda. And I told y'all once, I tell you again, I told y'all a million times, I used to be a compulsive liar back in the day. So I can't go back to being that guy. Every time I think about that dude that used to lie compulsively, I get disgusted. So there's nothing in me that's going to ever go back to being a liar. Yeah, you my clients, I know I hurt their feelings with truth. They need it because that's going to make them more mentally tough. You'll never get mentally tough and you'll never get mentally strong if all you can deal with is lies that people tell you to make you feel good. Let me repeat that. You can never get mentally tough or never get mentally strong if all you can do is, the only thing you can handle is lies that people tell you that makes you feel good. The problem I see with people is when I tell them the truth, they get highly offended. It lets me know everybody in their life been lying to them. The majority of them, their life. Everybody's been lying to them. I don't care if it's my woman, and I can love my woman to death. If she come out, if we got somewhere to go, and my woman would come out and say, hey, baby, how do I look at it? And in my mind, I'm thinking, I got to look at that bullshit to sit for the next 5 to 6 hours at this event. I want to look at something that I want to see something that I want to see. So if she come out, I'm going to tell her straight up, nah, that ain't it. You don't like this? No, baby, you want me to lie to you? Y'all women must understand something. How y'all talking about, how you know what a man is and you ain't even a damn man? I've never understand. I will never be able to wrap my head around that. You don't even know what a real man looks like. See, real men are not going to tell you, please, ladies, understand this. A real man is not going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to compliment you to let you know you're beautiful, baby, you're sexy, whatever. But when you start asking him questions about that real stuff, and he give you that real answer, you're going to get in your feelings about it. But you ask and God, please, that's a real dude. When you got a real dude, you talk about real things. You have real deep philosophical discussions. You get deeply rooted in conversations of just real stuff. And some of the stuff, it may make you uneasy. Same thing, fellas, with the women. When you want that real woman, she gonna tell you that real truth, man. And see, here's the thing. The truth, it may sound hard. The truth may sound challenging. But just like the top it is, just because it's hard, just because it's challenging, doesn't mean it's impossible. Truth is going to challenge you in every way for you to be better. So I'm 24/7 truthful with my clients. I'm like, man, you can think what you want to, man. I don't feel sorry for you because you having pain in your workout, because you're sore. When I've been doing that majority of my life, I'm still sore. I still kick my ass in the gym 5 days a week. Some days, some weeks, even 6. So do you really think I'm going to have some empathy and sympathy about how hard your exercise regimen is? How challenging it is to eat right? No, I'm not. When I'm on that same path and journey as you are. Yeah, you're going to talk out your ass for that same week. Sean, you've been doing it longer. Do you really believe in your feeble mind, just because I've been doing it longer, that it's easy? There is nothing about fitness and keeping your body intact and being consistent and being driven and doing it from week in, week out, month in, month out, year out, and being consistent with it is easy. See, that one word consistent is the most hardest shit that you would ever have to deal with. And it's hard being consistent. There are days, there are at least 2 to 3 days out of the week, I don't even want to go to the gym. There are two or 3 days in a week, I don't want no chicken, I don't want no vegetables. I just want bad shit. But I can't move that way. I have to practice what I preach. That's why I have a cheat meal here and there, and that's why I have a cheat day on Sundays. I struggle just like you are. The only difference between us two is that my mind isn't weak like yours. I started developing my strong mindset because I had a strong Black woman who helped me develop my strong mindset, but I also developed my strong mindset too as well. Y'all don't want to hear the truth, and that's y'all problem. See, I love the truth because what the truth is going to challenge me, and it's going to bring out better out of me. That's how I look at it. So be honest with me. I may not like what you say, but it's going to make me better. And that's how your approach has to be to it. Be with it. But y'all don't want to do hard. You just want easy. You don't want nothing hard in life. You want the easiest relationship. You want the easiest marriage. You want no challenge. You don't want nobody. You don't want your husband or your boyfriend to challenge you. You don't want your girlfriend or your wife to challenge you. You don't want them to challenge you on your job. You don't want to be challenged in college to get that degree. You don't want to be challenged to get that high school diploma. You don't want to be challenged about nothing. You don't want to be challenged with family or friends when you know you've done some fucked up shit. And you know your decisions is fucked up. You don't want to be challenged in you being disrespectful. You don't want to be challenged in nothing. You want everybody to tell you how good you are. And you want everybody to condone your weak, pathetic, disrespectful ass. Life ain't even that way. That disrespect, man. Disrespect will ruin things that you probably can't come back from. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That disrespect, I've saw men lose their lives over being disrespectful, over things that are less. See, some people take disrespect to a whole different level because they're not disrespectful themselves. So if they're not disrespectful themselves and you disrespectful, they're going to be looking at it like, who the fuck you think you is? You think I'm going to sit up here and let you be disrespectful to me? Back in the day, I'd have broke my foot off in your ass in a millisecond. But I'm a changed dude. You blessed by an angel. I just don't fuck with you no more like that. On my mother. And that ain't never changing. I don't care who the fuck you are. But if your disrespectful ass can't deal with truth, me and you ain't got nothing to deal with. If you that type of person, you can't deal with truth, me and you ain't gonna have no dealings. I don't care if you're a client. I don't care who you are. If you can't deal with truth, we can't go forward in no capacity, no dynamics. There can be no type of relationship if you can't deal with truth. And if you a judgmental motherfucker, oh no, you can eat back dicks. We ain't got nothing to say to each other. Once I find out that you are a judgmental person, see, judgmental people hold grudges. You see how, I love that. You see how judgments and grudges go hand in hand? See, if you holding a grudge, that means you constantly judging that man or that woman. And I can't fuck with a judgmental person. I just can't. We can't have no relationship on no scale until you fix that bullshitty shit. Because I'm bound to fuck up at some point. You're bound to fuck up at some point. So who am I to sit like I'm sitting up on the throne, I'm sitting up in the heavens and looking down like I'm God, to be judging you? There's one judge, and it's not you, and it ain't me. So if I'm not judging you and you judging me, you think I'm going to fuck with you? No, I can't. We can't coexist. Because a judgmental person and a non-judgmental person is like oil and water. It's not going to dilute with each other. Judgmental people and non-judgmental people it is impossible for them to coexist in any type of relationship. So, brother, if you got a woman that's constantly bringing up shit from 10, 5, 3, 2, 1 year ago, brother, that's not going to work. She's judgmental. Because she constantly holding the drug. She's a judgmental ass. So she ain't going to never have no relationship with nobody. Sis, if that brother keep throwing up stuff that you did 3 years, even 6 months ago, sis, that's not going to work. He's holding a grudgeful person is a judgmental person. And if you're a forgiving person, they're a non-forgiving person, that's not going to work. Y'all be trying to fit circles into square pegs, and you know it's not going to work, but you be trying to force that shit. It is not. You will never have a relationship or marriage work with a judgmental person and you non-judgmental. It will never work. My mother taught me that. That's why I dumped a lot of people and stayed away from people. I'm like, man, you keep bringing up old shit that I can't even remember. But I didn't forgive your ass for some fucked up shit that you've done. But you keep bringing up my shit. Walking around like your shit don't stink, like you perfect. You fucked up like I am and everybody else in the world. We all got bullshit. Stop trying to force things with people who are the opposite of you. You can't, you gonna be unequally yoked with a judgmental person and you non-judgmental. Why do y'all be trying to force to be with people who are constantly judging you and you are non-judgmental? It will never work. How y'all can't get that is beyond me. And y'all would stay in these lifeless, stale ass relationships and marriages, and that person ain't forgave you from what you did 20 years ago. You think they really love you? They can't love you if they judging you. They can't love you properly and correctly if they judging you. You can't be your genuine, authentic, butt-naked self with a judgmental person. It's the #1 reason why I've dumped a lot of females. Because I've forgiven their ass, put up with their bullshit, and I fucked up. And here's the kicker. We both committed a crime, but since mine's a felony and there's a misdemeanor, I'm fucked up and they perfect. What? Because so you're weighing it by severity? Think about how stupid and dumb that is. If you think you're going to build something with a man or woman and you think judging them, that's going to make y'all make it, y'all ain't going to never make it. You're going to be on marriage 3, 4, 5. You're going to be in relationship number 50. Until my mother broke this down. God. Boy, I miss that woman. She broke this down. She said, let me tell you something. If you are in a marriage or relationship with a man or woman, the only way the relationship will work, you have to take judgments out of the equation. As long as there's judgments in there, Sean, y'all not going to make it. Y'all doomed to fail. You're doomed to fail. She's going to be sleeping looking at you one eye open. She's going to be looking at you sideways. I mean, do what you want to. Think what you want, say what you want. If you are in a judgmental relationship, you ain't got shit. I'm telling you right now. You don't even know what that's not a real relationship. Because y'all constantly judging. Listen, if you can't forgive him when he fuck up, and brother, if you can't forgive her when she fuck up, man, people just be by yourself. Because you're never gonna have a good relationship with nobody if there's judgments involved. If you unforgiving, that ain't gonna work. If you're resentful, holding grudge, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. Your bitter, unforgiving, resentful, grudging, judgmental ass needs some serious, deep counseling. Some serious therapy. Because until you lose your judgmental attitude, you ain't gonna have, I know one thing you're not gonna have, it won't be a marriage and it won't be a successful relationship. I know that, and I ain't no fucking relationship guru, but I got enough common sense to realize after Gwen, my mother, broke that down, that's something I got. I said, God, That woman was dead on. That you can't argue that. You can't refute that. You can't debate that. You can't rebuttal that. You can't. You can't. Unless you can be your butt naked self with somebody, it's never gonna work. Never. Never. Sorry. Bro, you fucked up and she still ain't. Bro, that ain't gonna work. That ain't what. Sis, he still ain't. He still just. Do what you want. Do what you want. Like great grandma Louise and Gwen, my mother always said, anything in this world and life can be worked out if people choose to work them out. There is nothing that's hard in this life that's so challenging that's impossible. We make them impossible by the way we think. That's it, man. That's all I got, man. Ain't nothing hard in this life that can't be worked out. There's nothing that hard in life that's impossible. There is nothing impossible in this life. You make them impossible by the way you think. That's all I got, man. Listen. Like I've been saying this a couple of times after segments. Get you people in your life that you can be in your butt naked truth with. That today's argument won't turn into tomorrow's problem. You can be in your butt naked truth with them 24/7, 365 days a year. They ain't gonna look at you different tomorrow. They ain't gonna treat you different next week or next month. You can be yourself with them. Them are some beauty. Let me tell you something, man. My mom has always told me non-judgmental people are the most rarest people on the planet, and them are some beautiful people, man. And if you ain't got no non-judgmental people in life, you really don't know what beautiful is. You really don't know what dope is. You really don't know what transparency is. You really don't know what candid is. You really don't know what truth is. You are missing. You are missing and lacking some major shit in your life if you ain't got I'm talking about non-judgmental people in it. You got a judgmental husband? You ain't got shit. You got a judgmental boyfriend? Sorry, sis, you ain't got shit. Bro, you got a judgmental wife? You ain't got shit. You got a judgmental woman? You ain't got shit. I'm sorry. I would tell you that straight up in your face and not bat an eye. Sorry. If you got judgmental people in your life, you don't have shit. You just got yourself. But baby, once you get a taste of a non-judgmental person, you don't want to taste nothing else. Everything else is going to fuck up your mental palate. Because it tastes disgusting. That non-judgmental flavor, baby, whew, that thing tastes sweet. It's that sweetest taboo, like the Sade song. You have no idea. But that's it, man. Listen, like I always say at the end of every segment, I'll start judging people once this brother is perfect. But since I'm in no danger of ever being perfect, you'll never have to worry about Sean Patrick Taylor ever judging you. Remember, man, 60-day weight loss challenge. It kicks off the first Saturday in May. It's only $200, people. 60-day weight loss challenge. You're going to get nutritional plan. You're going to get your measurements, your body fat, weigh-in. You're going to get that accountability. I'm going to be checking in with you 6 days a week of what you're eating, how much water you're drinking. We're going to make sure. And the prize is 6 months free unlimited training. It's only $200. That's it. But man, hey, some people gonna jump on these specials. Some people ain't. Hey man, it's your life. Do what you want to do. I'll catch you guys on the flip. And like I said, man, get you some non-judgmental people in your life, man. You are missing out if you don't have none of those. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace.